afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Motorboating with Mammeries. This is Tanks for the Mammeries playing World of Warships, an open beta test. And this video is going to speak to you about the achievements that you get in battle and the flags that you get for those achievements. So let's just take a real quick look and do a little review on what the flags are and what the achievements are. And then what I'd like to do is talk to you about how many flags you actually get for what achievements that you earn during battle based on your performance. So as you all know, there are 10 different types of flags. And for those of you who have come out of the sort of tier 1 ranking here, and by tier 1 I don't necessarily mean tier 1 ships, but I mean that you have played the game enough to go beyond this initial I just started, I'm in co-op battles playing against bots to learn what the game is all about, all the way up to 2, which allows you to get into random battles, and then 3, which gives you the daily missions, to 4, which gives you the free XP, to 5, which gives you the ship commanders, 6 is the ability to upgrade your ship, and 7 is where you get signal flags for your battle achievements. So it's my understanding you can actually get battle achievements and begin to earn flags somewhere down here in this process. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, gang, but somewhere down here you can begin to earn battle achievements, but you don't get access to the signal flags until you get to level 7. So once you're at level 7, you can start using the signal flags. So for those of you watching this video who aren't there yet, it will come once you start building up enough experience and you played enough battles. You'll move up in rank, and then you'll again eventually be able to use the flags. Those of us who were in closed beta test and played a certain amount of games actually received flags, and I think I received 20 of each kind. We received flags as part of our performance prior to going into open beta. So so as you can see, I have all these flags. I haven't actually done all that well in earning flags. So this is not representative of my actual gameplay. This is representative of the fact that Wargaming gave closed beta testers who played a certain amount of games a certain number of flags. So I have earned some along the way, but I've also used some along the way. So that's what that is. But let's go back and talk about what those are, how you get them, and what they do for you. So there are a certain number of achievements. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 different kinds of achievements so far in the game. There are only 10 types of flags, which means that there are some achievements that you do not get flags for. And there are also some achievements that while you get a flag for them, you don't actually get 10 flags or 5 flags or whatever the number is. For some of these you only get 1, and for some of them you only get 0. So even though you get achievements, they'll help you with obviously XP and credits and things like that. You don't get the flags for them. So as you can see, my achievements are here across the top. These are the ones that I've actually gotten so far. And then these are all the ones in the game, and the ones that are totally grayed out I have not yet achieved for whatever reason. So I don't play well enough. But let's talk about these. So the first one is Unsinkable. And Unsinkable is an achievement that you get for receiving damage from flooding that exceeds 40% of your ship's health pool points. And you have to survive the battle. And for Unsinkable, you get 10 flags. If you get this achievement, you will get 10 flags of the Unsinkable kind, which is... which one is Unsinkable? That one. You get the Juliet Yankee Bissau flag, which, if you mounted it on your ship after you received it, you would have a 20% reduction in your flooding recovery time. So if you have a battle where you manage to survive a pretty significant amount of flooding, then you're awarded the flag, the Bissau flag, which will reduce the amount of time it takes you to recover from flooding when you mount it on your ship in another battle. So that's that one. So then we have the next flag, which is Liquidator. And for Liquidator, you get no flags for Liquidator. You can win this achievement in battle, but you get no flags for it. The next one is Flesh Wound, and Flesh Wound is where um, you sink an enemy ship after you've been destroyed. So you get this typically for destroyers like, you fire off a bunch of torpedoes and then you get whacked and your torpedoes run out there and kill somebody else, and you get the It's Just a Flesh Wound award for that. And you do get flags for Flesh Wound. You get 10 flags for each time you achieve this, but you can only achieve it once per 24 hours. In other words, you could be awarded the medal more than once in 24 hours, but you'll only get the flags for one of those times. So you'll get 10 flags for the first time in a day that you get the It's Just a Flesh Wound medal. The next one is First Blood. First Blood is the most common award in the game, and it is awarded every single game to someone who sinks the first ship in battle. For this one, you only get one flag, and it's obviously the simplest to get, as I said. So, and everybody will get these. Eventually, you be the one to sink the first ship in battle, and you'll get this flag. You only get one. You do not get 10. And it gives you 20% bonus to all credits you earn in battle if you fly it on your ship and you earn some credits. Then this will give you 20% more. And it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, you'll still get the additional 20% credits earned in battle. So that's that one. So everybody gets First Blood. The next one is Fireproof, and for Fireproof, if you achieve this award, you do get 10 flags for it. And obviously it's receiving damage from fire equal or greater than 40% of your ship's normal health points. You get this, and basically it reduces your chance of fire, and the next time when you fly the flag, it reduces your chance of fire. So that's Fireproof. The next one is Double Strike. I just got my Double Strike the other day with my Umikaze, and Double Strike is a 10 flag award. You get 10 flags for this one when you achieve it. The next one is Die Hard, which is the ramming flag, and you get reduction in your damage and an increase to the enemy's damage if you're flying the Die Hard flag next time you ram somebody in the next battle that you have. So Die Hard gives you 10 flags. Every time you are awarded this, you'll get 10 flags for it. The next one is Devastating Strike. You do not get any flags for Devastating Strike. It's very, very common, so you don't get any flags for that. The next one is Detonation, and if you get your ship blown up, which I have had before, I was running my Grimyashi full speed across the water, and some battleship just totally whacked me, blew me smack up from full health to 0 health in one hit. But if you have Detonation, then you will get 10 flags for achieving the Detonation thing here. The next one is Close Quarter Expert, and you do not get any. Oh, I'm sorry, you get 10. You do get 10 for this one. Close Quarters Expert, you get 10 flags for this. Destroy an enemy ship with your secondary gunfire. Damage caused by your secondary battery must exceed 20% of your ship's normal hit points. And what they mean by that is what it reads is damage caused by secondary battery fire must exceed 20% of your ship's normal HP, and that's not actually right. What it is you must shoot an enemy ship with your secondary guns and cause at least 20% of their health pool's damage. So the fire that you put into that enemy ship the damage must exceed 20% of their HP, not yours. So that's what Close Quarters is, but you do get 10 flags for that. The next one is Clear Sky, and Clear Sky, this one is primarily for high-tier cruisers, high-tier battleships, and aircraft carriers. And it's really actually not all that hard to get when you get up into the high-tier games, but you do not get any flags for this award. So you can get this achievement, but you're not going to get any flags for it. The next one is Arsonist. And Arsonist, another one that does not have any flags, any flags associated with the achievement. So you can get the achievement, you're not going to get any flags, but it's lighting an enemy ship on fire and causing 40% of the total health points damage to it. The next one is Witherer, cause 60,000, a reduction in 60,000 combat capability points to enemy ships due to fire and flooding. And Witherer, you get no flags for Witherer either. The next one is Solo Warrior. Stand alone against 4 enemy ships and win the battle. You don't get any flags for Solo Warrior, sadly. And that's a shame, because I think that one is probably one of the most difficult things to do. And I would like to see that World of Warships actually awards flags for that achievement. And maybe they will someday. Maybe they'll create more than 10 sets of flags, and then the rest of these will each have their own sort of achievement reward for, you know, your performance. But for right now, the Solo Warrior does not get any flags. The next one is High Caliber. High Caliber, you know, it's fairly common. Damage at least 4 enemy ships. Damage caused must exceed 30% of the total HP of all the ships on the enemy team. You do not get any flags for this one either. But and I think you should. But this one, no flags for that. The next one is Dreadnought. You do get 10 flags for Dreadnought, which is receive damage exceeding 120% of your ship's normal HP from 4 or more enemies and survive the battle. You will only be able to achieve this in high-tiered cruisers and or regular battleships. So if you have a battleship, pretty much of any tier, because a battleship has that repair crew capability to restore health to your ship, you can get it with battleships and the very high-tier cruisers that have that repair capability as well. You will be able to achieve it in that, but no other ships. Aircraft carriers, destroyers, and lower-tier cruisers, you're never going to be able to get that award using those ships. The next one is Confederate, and Confederate is also worth 10 flags. So if you get Confederate, you get 10 flags. That's pretty hard. There's no Top Gun in World of Warships yet. Maybe there will be someday, but there isn't yet. So Confederate's pretty much the closest thing to the Top Gun that you can get in this game. So you got to damage at least 6 enemy ships. Damage to each ship must exceed 20% of their normal HP. So there you have it. Those are the ones you can get. So again, Unsinkable gets 10, Liquidator gets 0, Flesh Wounds 10, First Blood 1, Fireproof 10, Double Strike 10, Die Hard 10, Devastating Strike 0, Detonation 10, Close Quarters 10, Clear Sky 0, Arsonist 0, Witherer 0, Solo Warrior 0, High Caliber 0, Dreadnought 10, and Confederate 10. If I've made any mistakes in there, guys, please leave comments at the bottom of this video, and I will go back and make corrections. Chances are there will be additional flags in the future. There will also certainly be additional achievements in the future, but that's where we stand right now. So you can go to your profile page in the game here. You see your service record, and you see where you are on the scale of things that you can do within the game. When you get up to 8, you get camouflages. There are a bunch more coming, guys. So all of these additional spots, right, up to 20, are going to be filled with new things that will be achievable in the game once you reach those levels. 9, we don't know what it is yet. 9 through 20, don't know what they are yet, but they're coming. So if you've gotten to level 8, you got camouflage. If you've gotten to level 7, you have signal flags. Then you can check on your summary what you're capable of doing here. I'm obviously a 50-50 player. Achievements, these are the achievements that I actually currently have that I've been awarded for my gameplay. These are the ones that are in the game so far. Then you have the flags that you got that you can put on your ships. For example, I could put this one on there, and it shows up. You can only put 1 of each type on there. Just so you know, I couldn't put 5 of this same flag on there. But you mount them like that, and they show up on your ship, and then next time you play the game, you get the benefit of whatever those flags are. Now, here's the thing, guys, so you know. Let me go here. Say I mount... Say I mount this flag right here, which is Hotel Yankee, right? And that's the flag that is for ramming damage. So I put this on my ship, and I'm in port, and there it is. It's on my ship. I'm going to go hit battle, and I'm going to go play a game. And this is for ramming. If I do not ram anybody in the game while I am flying this flag, it's gone. It's done. It's used. It's finished up. You don't get it back. So, and it comes out of your flag locker. So you lose that benefit if you don't use it in the game. It's a consumable. It's gone. So the next battle you went into after that one, your yard arms would be empty, and you'd have to reload flags back on there again. And then if you didn't use them in that battle, then they would disappear. So they are consumables. They don't stick around. The last and most interesting thing I wanted to tell you guys about was that apparently right now the Russian server is testing your ability to purchase flags. And I'm not sure what I think about that, because some I don't really care about. I mean, whatever. There's some flags that really just don't really matter all that much to me. But because we're trying to earn these things in game, and they're rewards for achievements that denote quality gameplay, I don't like the idea of being able to buy them, especially things like Confederate, right? I do not think that you should be able to buy the flag that is awarded for your performance as Confederate in the game. I also tend to believe that it's sort of pay to play. Although I'm a gold user, I think there's some flags they probably ought not let you purchase. But it looks like right now they're testing it on the Russian server. So I have a screenshot of the flag purchase page so that you can see for yourself what I'm talking about. And that'll be here at the end of the video. And also, I'm going to put a screenshot up of a guy here on the North America. I believe he's on the North American server. He could be on Southeast Asia. He's an Australian fella who has really done well with his achievements, and it makes. I was like, oh yeah, I've got great achievements, and I looked at his page. I was like, holy cow, this guy's really good. So anyway, we'll put up what his page looks like there, so you can see that. He's got more time on his hands than I do. And that's pretty much it. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I hope you found this helpful and useful and interesting. A little bit about the flags, where we get them, what they're for, what the different achievements are, how you get those achievements. And one last thing. There's a lot of people I've seen on the forums complaining about the fact that you can only get certain achievements in certain types of ships. For example, as I said, the one where you have a certain amount of damage done to your ship, Dreadnought. Only battleships and high-tier cruisers can get this award. That's it. And I'm perfectly fine with that. There's other people saying, well, that's not fair that only those ships get it. Well, the idea of having these achievements and having some of them only available to certain kinds of ships is so that you will be encouraged to play different kinds of ships. That you're not just going to get stuck sitting down there in low-tier destroyers, and just play those your whole time. They're going to say, if you want to achieve these different things, and if you want to work your way up and do better and get new things, you've got to try different kinds of ships. And so I'm perfectly fine, and I think, that's the way that the attitude should be looked at with this, is that, the awards are to encourage you to try different things, to play different ways, and to try new ships. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. So that's the information about flags and achievements. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I didn't bore you with this. This is Tanks for the Mammeries playing Motorboating with Mammeries, World of Warships, Open Beta Test. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and have a great day. Thank you. So as I mentioned in the video, this is the page from the Russian website where you could buy the flags. This is the gentleman I was talking about. I believe he's from Australia. This is NATO 101 and his achievements that he's gotten so far in the open beta test. Pretty good stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. This was Flags and Achievements, Motorboating with Mammeries, playing World of Warships. Take care.